Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for June 12th, 2026. Okay, week. A lot of standard catalog releases. Not a bunch in the way of audiophile stuff, which is kind of, I guess, to the point where that's where my mind is mentally at when it comes to a good week or not. I'm looking for like great audiophile titles. There's some, there's not a ton. A couple of cool things were announced though for pre-order this week. Starting with earlier this morning, Jack White's newest album was announced. We're going to carry it on indie blue vinyl, black vinyl, and a cassette. Those are coming out July 10th. It's called Frozen Charlotte. Weezer also has a new album coming out, just a self-titled album. Probably going to be referred to as Weezer Gold because it's a gold album. We're getting the indie vinyl and the regular vinyl variant. That's coming out August 21st. Blue Note has announced a couple of classic titles, all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. Lee Morgan's Leeway and Freddie Hubbard's Going Up, both coming out July 17th. This next one's kind of cool. Shania Twain's Little Miss Twain. It's her newest album, but she's offering an autographed LP variant and CD, so it's going to be an autographed insert. So I always think that's cool when you can get a new album for the price. When you get a record for the price of a new album, which this is, but they're not charging you extra because it's autographed, and the fact that it's autographed. I mean, Shania Twain, it's not my thing. I'm not a big country fan, especially like modern country, but if I was, that's pretty awesome to be able to get an autographed album for, you know, whatever the regular retail price is of the album. Okay, first couple of things. Starting with the non-LP size stuff. This is Olivia Rodrigo's Drop Dead. This is a new 7-inch single. Also, from Mondo, this is a Superman box set. Superman the movie from 1978. It's an LP and a graphic novel. Pressed on 140 gram Metropolis Swirl vinyl. One of the guys that works here got this himself, and he was opening it up. It's pretty cool. There's a big, nice hardbound book in there. There was like a Recreation Daily Planet newspaper. But yeah, pretty cool job they did on that. Okay, for the standard size records, the newest Rhino Reserve. This is Charles Wright and the Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band. This is an all analog cut. Has a huge hit on it, Express Yourself. The name of the album is Express Yourself, but you're familiar with the hit, I'm sure. Let's see. R&B Classic gave them their biggest hit and landed them a Grammy nomination. But yeah, all analog, cut from the tape by Matt Luthans. One of the two newest Tone Poets. Working on getting the other one. Long story. Sometimes, yeah. Universal right now is going through a retooling at their distribution facility, and they're actually getting ready to close for like a week and a half, or a couple of weeks. But long story short, some of the shipments have been spotty. But this is Curtis Amy's Tippin' On Through. This is a Blue Note Tone Poet, all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. Cream's Wheels of Fire. Remastered special expanded 3LP edition. Includes previously unreleased mono versions, rarities, and more. 3LP set from Cream. Don Henley, The End of Innocence. Newly remastered 180 gram vinyl for the first time on 2 LPs. This is going to be a hot seller. This is one of those records that people want. It's from the original tail end of the vinyl era. It came, I think, out in 88, 89, I think it was. So not easy to find. And I think the pre-orders on that's been pretty solid too. The Pretty Reckless, Going to Hell. This is the transparent record store exclusive green vinyl variant. So just a reissue with an RSD kind of essential variant, exclusive to indie record stores. Sublime, Until the Sun Explodes. The first album in 30 years. Is that good? Sometimes that's not good. Oh man, those fellas look old. Damn. Okay, Until the Sun Explodes. I'm not judging them per se. I'm kind of looking at the album thinking to myself, well, shit, I remember when this was a new band, and they look really old, so that means I'm getting old. See where my brain was going there with that? Drowning Pool, the breakout debut 25 years later. Embrace Your Inner Sinner is the color of the vinyl. Nope, no it's not. That's just the tagline on the bottom. Jumbled. Blue ink swirl vinyl. Of course, I'm sure it wouldn't be weird if they did name it Embrace Your Inner Sinner. 25th anniversary from Kraft. George Thorogood and the Destroyers. The Baddest Show on Earth, Greatest Hits Live. I seen them live a couple of years ago, man, and what a great show still. It was a good time. The Modern Lovers from Music on Vinyl, limited to 750 individually numbered copies on silver-colored vinyl. Rock and Roll with the Modern Lovers. This is number 499. Clutch. Earth Rocker, remastered audiophile edition, limited edition colored vinyl, plus it includes an autograph and numbered insert. And it's like this die-cut sleeve, it's embossed. It's kind of cool because I just mentioned bands should do this, but Clutch has been doing this for a while. They're real big on putting together a good package and have for quite a few years. Porcupine Tree, Light Bulb Sun. This is the limited edition crystal clear vinyl variant. I think these were all imports, but I got a good chunk of their catalog on these. Yeah, same thing. This is Porcupine Tree in Abstentia. Same thing, crystal clear vinyl. Porcupine Tree, Fear of a Blank Planet, same thing. Special color variant. And The Innocent, Porcupine Tree, same thing, all crystal clear vinyl. And the last Porcupine Tree is Stupid Dream, same thing. All of these are crystal clear vinyl, but I think you can get, I think I have in stock the non-clear vinyl, so you can get them on standard black vinyl. Halloween, excuse me. Better Than Raw. The classic album on expanded 2LP turquoise color vinyl. Tenth studio album from Lamb of God. Limited to 800 copies worldwide. Transparent yellow and black splatter LP. Lily Allen. All Right Still. All Right Still. Crystal clear vinyl edition. Galactic Ruckus from Music on Vinyl. This is limited to 750 copies on psychedelic green colored vinyl. Sleeping with Sirens and Ending in Itself. This is the indie vinyl version on black, white, and red swirl vinyl. Now, I have not had a chance to listen to this, but this came out a couple of months ago, and I don't know if this was made available to stores at the time. This is Tony Rice, the self-titled album, remastered from original tapes by Kevin Gray. I have heard from quite a few people that this record sounds absolutely amazing, and I should give it a listen to. I will do that here soon, but that's the word. Word on the street. From Music on Vinyl, we've got Marvin Gaye's Collected, limited edition of 10,000 individually numbered copies on white and silver colored vinyl. It is Marvin Gaye. 9,034, but 10,000 of Marvin Gaye greatest hits, they'll sell. Nina Simone, Silk & Soul. Music on Vinyl, limited edition of 2,500 individually numbered copies. This is number 1547. Earth, Wind & Fire's Greatest Hits, 2LP set. Man, what a bunch of killer songs they have. That's a good party record. From Music on Vinyl, we got Robert Johnson, King of the Delta Blues Singers, Volume 2, limited to 1,000 individually numbered copies on translucent yellow-colored vinyl. Original motion picture soundtrack of Dunkirk by Hans Zimmer. This is from Music on Vinyl as well. Marcos Valle from Vampisoul. Composer A.O. Cantor. He kind of had a unique career. I like a lot of his stuff. He kind of started off doing a lot of bossa nova type stuff and then went into almost like Italian disco-y type of stuff. Really good. His whole career was quite good. This is the Mondo version of Home Alone, the original motion picture soundtrack, on Christmas Cornetto vinyl. 2 LP set with the McAllister's house all die cut on the cover. Oh, the colors are pretty awesome too. It's kind of like a, what do they call those? Like, you know, those sucker candies, peppermint sucker candies. Do they have a name? They might have a name. I don't know. If they have a name, leave it in the comments below. The original motion picture soundtrack to Hook by John Williams. 2 LP set. The original motion picture soundtrack of Jaws. Some more John Williams soundtracks. Music from the Batman trilogy, performed by the London Music Works, composed by Hans Zimmer and James Newton Howard on translucent black vinyl. I heard them listening to this in the back. This was a lot of fun. This is John Williams in Tokyo. So, the absolute greatest soundtrack composer of all time, doing all the bangers here. Theme from Superman, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Schindler's List, Raiders of the Lost Ark. God, it's kind of crazy. I look at this, there's so much more that could have been on this. But from Deutsche Grammophon. Also from Deutsche Grammophon, but this is an original source series, so all analog cut from the tapes. And by saying the tapes, not the master tape, because they essentially took the 4-track multi-tracks and made a new half-inch master tape and cut from this. Significant improvements over the originals. These are limited to 4,000. This is 1,143. A couple of Cramps reissues we haven't had in a while. This is Smell of Female. There are 1983 live classic on red vinyl. And then also A Date with Elvis on orange vinyl. Part of that crystal clear series that the Porcupine Tree were on. This is the same thing, but GBH, Leather, Bristles, No Survivors, and Sick Boys on crystal clear vinyl. Discharge, 1980 to 1986, same thing, crystal clear vinyl. These are all imports. The Exploited, Let's Start a War. Hey, it's Margaret Thatcher on the back. A Fistful of the Four Skins. DRI. Dealing with It, same thing, on crystal clear vinyl. Suicidal, nope, some of these are on white vinyl. Yeah, those were on white vinyl. Some of them are on crystal clear. Check the description on the website. Suicidal Tendencies, limited edition white vinyl. And Millions of Dead Cops. Self-titled. The next bunch of records I'm going to show you are restocks / new to us. So Music on Vinyl not Music on Vinyl, Vinyl Me Please, since they kind of had issues and went bankruptcy and then got bought out, I was able to purchase some of their back stock. So I've got them for sale here at retail. They made it up, they made their back stock available to regular retailers as opposed to being only able to get it direct from them back in the day. And they made a lot of great stuff. I think they owe me some stuff too from my membership I never got. But, I like this. The Meters Rejuvenation. I like the quote on it. The best mother effing band in the world, Mick Jagger. But a lot of stuff, audiophile, all analog, cut from the original tapes by Ryan K. Smith. Hey Jude, Wilson Pickett, again, all analog. Patti LaBelle, all analog. Nightbirds. And man, nobody made covers like Vinyl Me Please. The best of the best covers. Aretha Franklin, Aretha Now, all analog, cut by Ryan Smith. Bruce Springsteen's in Nebraska, also not all analog. Creedence, all analog, I believe. No. Lacquer's cut by Ryan Smith at Sterling Sound. Take that back. Oh, this is a great record and it sounds awesome. Gary Bart's Another Earth. Lacquer's cut from the master tapes by Ryan Smith. Great funky jazz record. Hard to find an original of too. Expensive. Harry Nielsen, Pussycats. Ornette Coleman, The Shape of Jazz to Come. This is all analog, AAA. Some of their stuff was all analog and never actually had it on the hype sticker. John Coltrane, Sunship, all analog, cut from the original master tapes by Ryan Smith, who did most of their stuff. Herbie Hancock's Sextent, all analog. Alice Coltrane's Eternity, my favorite Alice Coltrane album, also all analog, cut from the master tape. Jimmy Scott. Big difference. Diana Washington, For Those in Love, all analog, cut by Ryan Smith. McCoy Tyner's Trident, also all analog, cut from tape. A difficult record to find. Thelonious Monk, Paris, 1969. 2 LP set on Blue Note. Tammy Wynette's Stand By Your Man, all analog. A couple Dolly Parton titles, all analog as well. Coat of Many Colors. Just Because I'm a Woman. Yep, all analog as well. I want to say most of the Dolly stuff was all analog. Dolly's Hello, I'm Dolly. This is the first album, right? I believe this was her very first record. Yeah, 1969. All analog as well. I think in the 11 years I've been open, I've had 1 copy of that come in. It is not an easy record to find. Dolly Parton's Odd Jobs, 9 to 5. Let's see, we've got Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton, and Tammy Wynette's Honky Tonk Angels from Vinyl Me Please. This was limited to 2,000 copies. Townes Van Zandt, For the Sake of the Song. Willie Nelson. Phases and Stages, all analog as well, cut by Ryan Smith at Sterling Sound. Ooh, some more restocks of note, starting with the all analog Kevin Gray cut, Black Sabbath Paranoid, Rhino Hi-Fi. The greatest record of all time, The Doors, LA Woman. Fantastic. All analog, cut from the original master tape while I was in the room. Makes it even better. This is elevated just because. Fantastic record. Eddie Hazel, Game Dames and Guitar Thangs. Great record, part of the Rhino Reserve, cut from tape. Another record that's over $100 for an original. From my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list, this is The Faces, A Nod Is As Good As a Wink, cut by Chris Bellman. A reissue of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. It's been a while since I've had it, so I throw it in the video. You think everybody would have that record by now? They don't. Still one of the best-selling records I have. Every year I have it. You know, every year I'm open. This is the all-analog Kevin Gray cut on his tube system, War's Greatest Hits. must own on my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list. This is the Kinks Live One for the Road as a Zoetrope picture disc. Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind, all analog, cut by Matt Luthans as a Rhino Reserve. From Music on Vinyl, we've got Social Distortion, self-titled, limited edition of 3,000 individually numbered copies on translucent red-colored vinyl. This is number 2,993. And Vulgar Display of Power, Pantera. That's it. All this stuff can be purchased online on our website at theingroove.com. Until next time.